Okay, so welcome everyone. Welcome everybody on Zoom. Wonderful to have you all. Hi. And welcome everyone on Facebook, whether you catch us today or later. Thank you for joining us. And we are having a little conversation around a rather controversial topic. Money. Money, money, money. It's really interesting because so many times people are like, we don't want to talk about money. We shouldn't talk about money. It's bad to talk about money. It's evil to talk about money while secretly asking, desiring, hoping, praying for money. I mean, do you know any of such people in your life? I do. Anybody else knows? Yeah.
You're the one.
Right, Yasmin? Yeah, totally, Sugandha. Vidhi, yes, all of us seem to be saying, me, 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 me. All our hands are up on Zoom. Yeah, we all know such people, and which is one of the reasons why we believe that talking about money is bad, because that's what the majority says. Talking about money is evil, talking about money is bad. We mustn't talk about money. We must secretly ask for money. Interesting, very, very interesting energy around money. So I would love to know that's what is very big in what I have seen around money in my world with people. I would love to know what your take is. And honestly speaking, that was me before Access too. So I would love to know what your take is around money. Yes, Reena, go for it, darling. And then
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
difficulty
what?
in like,
yes,
Okay, he wants to say. Let him
yes,
say.
Snehakant, go for it, Snehakant.
yeah, when it comes to dealing with sessions with people, difficulty in raising fees, I'm always feeling guilt to ask for money.
Yeah, thank you for that. Wow, that guilt to ask for money is such a big energy. Thank you for that.
Okay.
What is the energy of guilt? Let's look at the energy of guilt. What is it?
Feeling bad,
Yeah, feeling bad. Okay, what else?
bad, just feeling bad to ask.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
feeling
bad to
bad
ask.
to ask. Okay, so there's the energy of guilt, which actually is the judgment that you did something wrong,
Uh,
and now the feeling bad for having done the wrongness. So you've attached a wrongness to what you chose, and now you're guilty about it. In other words, you're punishing yourself for it.
yes, yes.
That, right? So how much of self-blame and guilt do you use around money that has you in reaction to money?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, all nine shots, boys, forwards, and beyonds. And I see a few of you maybe online on Zoom for the first time.
I just
Who's
have one question.
Yes, yeah.
That we on advance money, right? I
Your voice
can't do
is
the clearings
cutting,
with
Snehakant. Your voice is cutting. Yeah. Now just try and say it again. Maybe your headphones. Say it again.
the money book question. That is like basic one. I can't do those clearings because I get blocked all time, and as a result, I have difficulty having more money because of that. And if I do, in spite of that, I go through pains after that in nights, especially.
So Snehakant, the How to Become Money workbook, the original one, is a
Yeah,
very
basic
intense.
one. Yeah,
It's a very intense one. It was one of the first
yeah.
tools in Access that Gary introduced, and he actually changed his entire reality with the original How to Become Money workbook. So can you do it on your own the first time? Highly unlikely. I couldn't. I mean, I really tried because I was like, I don't want to pay a facilitator to facilitate me. I will read it myself and save my money.
But there are
And I
people
could
who have
not
done
get
it
myself to read it.
multiple times.
Yeah. So, okay. So what have you decided is painful about money that each time that you read it creates the pain for you?
Okay.
Everything that brought up, will you destroy and create it?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pockle, nine shots, boys, forwards, and beyonds. Are you willing to receive money?
50-50, half yes, half no.
It's either a yes or a no. Sorry, in Access, there's no 50-50. It doesn't work. 50-50
Then
means
no,
I'm not
it is.
committing to my
No.
life. You know what a 50-50 is? You not committing to your choices.
Okay.
So
Okay.
are you receiving money?
No, a lot of resistance.
Thank you for that. Thank you so much for your vulnerability out there. And this is exactly the energy of when you resist receiving, it creates pain. When you're willing to receive, it leads to pleasure.
Wow, thank you so much.
You're welcome, my dear. So how much pleasure and ease and joy can you now have with money by simply being willing to receive it?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, popcorn, 9 shots, boys, forwards and beyonds. Thank you, my dear friend. Now, what can you receive from the original How to Become Money workbook? What can you receive from money? What can you receive from this universe? And who can you be? And are you willing to receive you?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, popcorn, 9 shots, boys, forwards and beyonds. How many of us are in resistance of receiving ourselves? We're like, I don't want to receive me. I want to hide myself. Yeah, I know, Yasmin, me too. For a very long time, I was that. I did not want to receive myself and I wanted to be somebody else. I wanted to be something else. But you know,
True.
If you're not going to receive yourself, is anyone going to receive you? Can you receive anyone?
Wow.
So everything that doesn't allow you to receive you, would you destroy and uncreate that?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, popcorn, 9 shots, boys, forwards and beyonds. And for all of you here, maybe hearing this clearing statement for the first time, it is a clearing statement of access consciousness. And I'm going to request someone to put in the clearing statement, the access consciousness clearing statement.com, please, and you can read more about it.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So Snehakant, what can you receive now? Who can you receive now?
Everything. How about having everything?
Amazing, amazing.
Thank you very much for facilitation. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your question. Like Sia said, what a brilliant opening question. Yeah, I totally agree. I needed this. Thank you, says Sia. You're welcome, sweetness. Somebody always asks for you. Smart woman. Yes, Reena, I did see your hand up.
When we just start the advanced money workbook and I just expand out, my body, my just being just goes like jumps off. It's like flying. Yeah. It's always flying when we start the advanced money workbook.
Yeah.
The only question when you put up today was, we don't want to talk about money. We don't like to talk about money.
Yeah.
My question is, have you even asked for money to show up?
Yeah, that.
Can I have the money now, please? Simplest question which Gary has put. Can I have the money now, please? We don't even ask that.
Yeah.
So when I was questioning, the awareness had come once to me like, you bitch, can you first ask for the money to show up? I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
And the moment I started questioning, can I have the money now, please? Can I have the money? The more I started doing the money workbook.
Yes, that.
Oh,
and
I wanted to share that.
Thank you for sharing that. And that comes from the space. That comes from the space of your willingness to receive the money. That just comes from your willingness to receive the money. It comes from your willingness to receive the money. Because when you are not willing to receive money, like Snehakant shared, you're going to have pain because that's rejection. Rejection is pain. Receiving is ease.
Okay.
So who and what can you receive now? Thank you, Nishita, love. Thank you for putting in the link, honey. Yes, Yasmin.
I have this question. You just now mentioned rejection. So How do you relate rejection and receiving of money? Can you please explain more on that?
Absolutely. What would you like to know?
So when you talk about rejection that and money inflow,
Yeah.
when we are rejecting ourselves, is it that when the money flow is not coming in? Because things are there, they are shaping up, but it's just shaping up. It's not materializing. And when
Right.
it's not materializing, the money is not coming in.
Right.
It's kind of stuck in a shape forming.
No.
So
Right.
how do we relate to that? Like what
That's
questions you ask here? And
Thank you for your, I love the questions of today's call. Oh my God, I'm loving it. Thank you for that. So
Yeah.
when do you actually, so what is the energy of rejection?
sorry,
What is the energy of rejection?
it's like the first you said you're not receiving yourself. I absolutely resonated with that. And probably when I'm putting forward a proposal, something outside, and everybody likes it, but it's not generating money yet.
Okay. So once again, what is the energy of rejection?
That it's not, I don't know, it's not like
Is it a no?
mm,
Is a rejection a no?
clear no. It's not even a clear no.
Okay, so what is rejection?
There.
What
Rejection is like not accepting.
That, thank you.
Yeah.
And so is that you, so is it you, is it the energy of not accepting, or is it the energy of you being in judgment of?
Wow.
Mm, maybe I'm in judgment of my own self, probably.
Maybe?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do going back to that loop of not good enough, even
thank
though
you. Thank you, sweetheart.
I
Thank
don't
you. That
हाँ,
energy.
पर
Now when you
हमने भी खाया है और बेडशीट ने भी खाया है
just, okay, cool. So when you look at the energy of rejection, it's the energy of, you know, that not good enough, you know, saying no to yourself,
yes,
judging yourself. And when you're judging yourself, are you being you, or are you being somebody else? Or are you being something that you decided you have to be?
either of that only.
Right, right, wrong, good, bad, pot, porkal, 9 shots, boys, forwards and beyonds. When you're being you, there is no rejection.
Hmm.
When you're being you, you're being all of you, the good, the bad, the ugly, the positive, the negative, like people put it across. You're being all of you, and you're showing up as all of you without the fear of what that looks like. Because you are embracing you. You are like, yeah, this is me, I receive me, and I
Wow.
don't reject any part of me because this is me. But that is when you're being you. That is when there is no judgment. There is total relaxation with who you be. And that is what opens up receiving.
Right. Yeah, we constantly like, I do that. We get into the wrongness of,
Yes.
oh, I took a bad decision there. Oh, this is not right.
That,
Not
yeah,
right.
you know, judging your choices is really being unkind to yourself. Each time you judge a choice that you made the choice so much bigger than you. So
Yeah.
now you've decided that your future depends on that bad choice. So you don't allow yourself to be with it. You don't allow yourself the 10-second increment of changing it. Instead, you've decided and concluded that now I have to be at the effect of it, which keeps you in reaction to it.
Yes,
Everything that brought up, would you destroy and uncreate it, please?
please.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, online shots, boys, forwards and beyonds. You, when you're being you, you're receiving everything. And when I say you're receiving everything, it's not just receiving the good. It's your willingness to receive the good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, receiving it and knowing that you have choice. Knowing that you are the source of creation with the choice that you make. Money is just a byproduct
Yes.
of the choices that you make.
Yeah.
So, Dalek, the question I would really like you to ask is, what choice can I make here that has me creating way more money? If I was the source, if I acknowledge that I am the source of creation. I mean, we hear it constantly that you are the source of creation, you are the source of creation. We hear it constantly, but have you acknowledged that to yourself? So if I was to acknowledge that I am the source of creation,
That process is I think that's the process which is taking time, probably. That's where it's stuck, because in the knowledge, it's
Yeah.
there that you are the
Yeah.
source of creation, but in
Yeah.
application, that fear also still overcomes, right? That, oh, what if not doesn't work out? What if this doesn't work out? And then when you hear a no response, which eventually turns into not even a clear no, it's like, people just don't respond to something, and it's a confusion there.
Are you willing? Are you willing to hear a no?
Yes.
Are you willing to hear a no from every client of yours, from every participant of yours? Are you willing to make 100 calls a day and hear a no from each of them? Or would that destroy you? Would that have you reject yourself? Would that have you decide and conclude you're useless?
Yes, yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shorts, boys, forwards, and beyonds. Everybody's home play. Everybody's home play. Call up 5 people and ask them for something that they know they're going to know. Be willing to hear the no. Be willing to receive that, and then start to ask differently. Everywhere you reject hearing a no, sweetheart, you are going to be less than who you be, because you've already decided and concluded he's going to say a no, so let me do this and say this and be this, so he says a yes. But in the bargain, you lost yourself. You gave up yourself. So everywhere that you give up yourself so others can accept you, receive you, validate you, would you destroy and uncreate that?
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shorts, boys, forwards, and beyonds. Does an infinite being require validation?
No.
No. And are you infinite?
Yes.
Truth?
Yes.
Truth?
Yes.
Thank you. So do you require validation?
No.
So who are you being?
Yeah.
Everything that brought up, would you destroy and uncreate that?
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shorts, boys, forwards, and beyonds. If I was being me here, what could I ask for and what could I receive? If I was being me with money, what would my financial reality be? Who are you being with money? Are you being your mom, your dad, your uncle, your aunt, your friend, your cousin, your brother, your sister, your staff, your kids? Who are you being with money?
I don't even know.
Yeah. It's such a glumping of energies, right? Because everywhere you go, you hear something. Sometimes you're being the Indian government with money. Sometimes you're being the US government with money. Sometimes you're being the European government with money. Sometimes you're being a police with money. Sometimes you're being, who knows, who are you being with money? So when there's any form of restriction, when there's any form of lack, when there's any form of finiteness around money, you're not being you. So who am I being with money? If I would be me with money, what would my financial reality be? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shorts, boys, forwards, and beyonds. And the beauty of these questions is you don't have to look for an answer.
Yes.
Just ask and leave it. Leave it to the universe, knowing that the universe has your back.
Yeah, and that's like I said, the knowledge part says yes, okay, the universe will take care, it's gonna happen, it's fine, everything is okay, I am an infinite being. But when it comes to application, when some dates come near and there are still some issues and you're like in a panic state, like, how will this happen now?
So what infiniteness of me can I acknowledge today? What if you could acknowledge one thing that's brilliant about you, that's infinite about you? And slowly make that 2 things, and then 3 things, and then more. What if you could just start to acknowledge the brilliance of you, which is the gift of who you be? You came to this planet as a gift. You came to this planet knowing that you could be the gift that nobody else could, because everybody was being a gift in their own way, not in your way. But when you sacrifice yourself and try to be somebody else, you are hiding and dimming the brilliance of the gift that you truly be.
Yes.
So would you be willing to acknowledge the gift of who you be? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pockle, 9 shots, boys, forwards, and beyonds.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sweetheart. Thank you for asking. Thank you. Does anyone have any more questions?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have a question.
Yes, my dear Prerna, go for it.
In the money workbook class I was doing with you guys in the morning. So this, like Isha said, that we are the source of creation.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we are, obviously, if we are the source of creation, we are the source of creation for everything,
Yes.
even the money.
And the good, and the bad, and the crap, and the magic.
Yes. But I was not able to relate this because, like in so many Indian families, like, the men are the earning members. So how is it that you are creating money?
Okay. Wow, that's such a huge conversation, and it's got such an energy, especially in, the Asian countries where the men go to work and the women take care of the kitchen and the kids. And it's so segregated about how they work. This is your department, this is my department. So everywhere that you've been convinced, tutored into believing that men create the money and the women don't, would you destroy and uncreate that?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pockle, 9 shots, boys, forwards, and beyonds. Everywhere that you've been conditioned to believe that men create the money and women don't, would you destroy and uncreate that, please?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pockle, 9 shots, boys, forwards, and beyonds. Everywhere you have been told constantly, and all the points of views that have been targeted at you to stay small, and everywhere your gender was used against you to believe that you can't create money, you destroy and uncreate that.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pockle, 9 shots, boys, forwards, and beyonds. What do I know about money, and how can I use being a woman to my advantage? Let the world say what they say. What do you know? What do I know about creating money? Reena says this is only for Prerna. I know. Nobody else on this call. So what do I know about creating money? How can I use being a woman to my advantage?
Yes.
And I'd like to add one more question on this.
Yes, please.
What have we defined as a transaction that money is? That I work, so I earn. And what if you being you and just looking after the house, which is what most Asian women are into, is the source of creation? They are able to work out because you are taking care of a part of it. And that's how the balance is supposed to be like that. It's not linear that I'm going out to earn money. It is what me being me at home is creating that space for everybody to go out and earn.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you for that.
What energy am I being? Thank you for that, Radhika. So what energy am I being that has money showing up in my reality, as my reality. You know, money can show up from anywhere. It's not linear. It's not that I have to work and now money has to show up. It's not like I sell a garment and now I have to earn from that garment because I'm a garment creator. It's not like I have an electronic shop, so now I must sell my goods to make the money. It's not like I'm a facilitator, so the only money that I can create is only through my facilitation. It's more about who am I being with money that has money showing up as my reality. How can I use being a woman to my advantage? Right, wrong, good, bad, papa, 9 shorts, boys, forwards, and beyonds.
This has been so big in my world. I don't know for how long. And thank you for answering.
Yeah, you know, when there's something that is when okay, so was this point of view true or was it a lie? The point of view that you were holding on to, was that true or was that a lie?
So, ever since that word source of creation came, it started bothering me.
Are you a source of creation or not? Yes or no?
It comes no.
Okay, so everywhere you've been programmed into believing that. Who's creating your life for you?
Me?
So are you the source of creation or not?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, my dear. Thank you for acknowledging. Thank you for acknowledging.
I get it completely. Yes, I got that after the second question.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Amazing. Yeah, Pragya.
So sometimes when we ask for things to show up, in our creations, but they show up after a particular point of time, and then you don't want to, do them, take them, whatever. They don't bring you that joy anymore. So is it all right to not go ahead with them, or you should still go ahead with them? Is it rejecting them, or how does it go?
What did you ask? Should we still not go with them?
Yeah, but suppose if I'm looking for a project or some opportunity and it
Okay,
comes
so
along.
should we still go with the project? Right. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, you got to go with 10-second increment. You got to ask. You want to include the project in your creation. You want to ask the project, hey, is this for now? Is this for the present, for the past, or for the future?
Okay.
You want to be present with every creation of yours. What is it that you require of me? What energy can I be for you? What if that's what you can be for your creations? And now you can include money in the computation of the creation by asking for money to show up, but not making money the source of the creation. You are the source of the creation, but include money in the computation. But first and foremost, to recognize and acknowledge that you are the source. Or else you'll always
And
find
is it
yourself
all
at the
right
end.
if we don't go ahead with it?
Is it all right if we?
Is it all right? Don't go ahead with it, but just acknowledge that yes, I asked for it, and it came. It actualized.
There is nothing right or wrong, darling. If it expands your world, go for it. If it doesn't, don't.
So isn't that kind of like rejecting what you asked for?
Is it?
Maybe, maybe not.
Well, they could be when you're rejecting it, and it could be when you're aware that, hey, this is not really what would create now. What if you're not rejecting it, honey? What if you are asking from a space of awareness? Are you committed to you, and are you committed to your creations? When there's a commitment to your creations, to you, when there's a commitment to you, there will be a commitment to your creations. You will prioritize your choices. You will prioritize you. And that includes the choices that you make. That includes the creations that you're working on. But a humanoid loves giving up just when it's about to create you money. So ask, am I giving up? Am I quitting?
Yes.
Am I giving in? Or am I aware of something here? It's got to be a question, darling. It's got to be a question, Pragya. You may be aware of something, but that doesn't define your destiny. But how many of you have decided that every awareness you have will define my destiny?
क्या हुआ आप कुछ बोल रहे थे?
Everything that brought up, could you destroy and uncreate that? Right, wrong,
Yes.
good, bad, hot, work, online shots, boys, forwards and beyonds. Nothing defines your destiny. You have choice every 10 seconds. You create your future. You create it.
And there's another point, if I could share.
Yes, please, go ahead.
So I was hearing one of the calls about how to become, and it came across that word called monolithical monuments. Yes,
Your
we
voice, sorry,
create
your voice.
monolithical.
Monuments, yeah.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I
Yeah.
can.
So everywhere we create these monolithical monuments of all the decisions we've taken about money in the past, which we have wronged ourselves for, stick to us. Oh, that dress I bought was so expensive, but I never wore it. That dinner I paid for, it wasn't really even
Yes.
worth it. It could be even a dinner of 3,000 and it sticks to even today. For some, whatever reason, that property I bought, any decision, and we still create our life from those wrongness.
Yeah.
What if we could just drop
That
that?
becomes your foundation.
A while ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm reading your mind, Yasmin.
Yeah. So how many of you are creating your life from the wrongness of you instead of the strongness of you?
So many times.
And everywhere that you're creating your life to validate, justify, fight for the rightness of the wrongness of who you decided and concluded you are, would you destroy and uncreate that?
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, online shots, boys, forwards and beyonds. What if everything that you decided and defined as a wrongness in you was truly a strongness in you? Everything. What's a gift beneath this wrongness? What's the beauty beneath this wrongness? Beneath what I've defined as a wrongness? What is it? What is it? Ask for the gift beneath it. Don't get stuck in the wrongness. Don't get stuck in the wrongness, because if you get stuck in the wrongness, you're never going to receive the gift that it actually truly started out to be. It's going to be messy. If you're asking for a big change, it's going to be messy. It's going to be messy. If you're asking for a big change, it's not going to be nice and smooth and clean. It's going to be messy. But are you willing to get messed up? Are you willing to mess it up? Are you willing to be messy? Or do you want to keep yourself clean? Just want to be clean, but I want change. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way, sweethearts. That's not the way the universe creates. The universe is like, you've asked so big, boom, bang, gone. And it may just hit you and you'll be like, damn, what just happened? It just shook up my whole world. That's when you go into, what's right about this I'm not getting? What gift lies beneath this? What beauty lies beneath this? I'm just going to go to Kanika's question. She's been asking, is spending of money also rejection of
Thank
money?
you so much.
You're welcome, my dear. Thank you for asking, Pragya. So Kanika's asking, is spending of money also rejection of money? Well, if you're spending as being addicted to getting rid of money, maybe a rejection of you more than rejection of money. So who am I rejecting with this? But if you're spending to create with it, you're spending to create a future, where can I spend money today that will have me creating way greater? Not just for myself, not just for myself, but for the planet. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, popcorn, 9 shots, boys, pull-ups, and beyond. Thank you, Kanika. Yes, I'm going to go to, I know Sugandha has a hand up, and then I will go to you again, Snehakant. Yeah, Sugandha.
So many times in every second of life, we so much uninvited money. Acknowledge the energy of money, the being of, we are present here, but we always uninvite money by saying no.
Yeah. And how do you uninvite money?
Acknowledging what I have now in present moment. And
Absolutely.
I have created up until now.
That. Thank you, sweetheart. It again comes to acknowledging. When you don't acknowledge what you've created, you've uninvited money. When you say, I can't afford it, you've uninvited money. When you say, I don't have money, you've uninvited money. When you say,
and
no one,
many times we say, ki money nahi hai, paise kahan se aayenge?
Yes, that in that moment, yes, darling, in that moment, you've uninvited money because that's what the universe is hearing. When you say, I want money, you're uninviting money because what the universe is hearing that you lack money is that's the energy or want.
So what do we say instead in these kind of situations? Because it's the by default response, like, if something.
Look at your, darling, look at your creation. Flow energy to your creation. Don't create money as a need. If you're going to create money as a need to create, you're always going to be needy of money. Always going to be needy of money. But if you're looking at yourself as a source and you're looking at the creation, now you're flowing in energy to the creation, asking for money, not from a space of wanting it or needing it or lacking it or desperate for money, but from a space of, I wonder what this can create for me, for the planet, for the world. I wonder how much money this can now create. But if it was not for the money, I want to ask you all this question. If it was not for the money, what would you create? I have asked myself this question so many times, even in our trainings, we are asked, if it wasn't for the money, would you still facilitate? And I get a big yes, 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 yes. But would money make would money make it easier for me? Yes. So money supports my choices. But money is not the reason I would choose something.
Okay.
And money is not the source of my choice. I am the source of my choice, but money supports my choice and I require the money to have it easy. Do you get that? Yes. But I'm not in need of money and I'm not creating as a need of money. But that's the energy you want to shift in your life, honey. When you shift that energy, your entire receiving changes. Because now you're being this playful energy with your creation, and the energy that the creations receive is bioenergetic nurturance. It's not about the sucking energy of, I need it, I need it, I need it, I'm desperate for it, I'm desperate for it. It's more like, hey, what energy can I be for you? It's bioenergetic nurturance like you be for a baby. Just that. Yeah. Thank you, Pooja. Thank you, Kanika. Awesome. Yes, my dear Snehakant. Let's go to you now.
I wanted to ask this one question. What does exactly mean by being present with money? This question keeps popping up in my space to some other person, but I don't get what does you mean by being present with money.
Yeah. Kanika says,
I do have a sense of my own absent-minded.
Yeah. So what is being present?
I'm not the right person to talk on this.
What if you are?
Honestly,
What if you are?
honestly, no jokes.
What do you
Like,
know about
I
being?
do have a mental blocks which doesn't allow me to be present, and it is a challenging for me. So this is not the topic I should
So
talk
what have
on.
you
Rather,
decided?
get awareness of, huh?
What have you decided is being present that doesn't allow you to be present?
I'm on toss now.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pockle, 9 shots,
Yes.
forwards and beyonds. Are you doing presence? I have to be present, I have to be present, I have to be present. Or are you being
Yeah.
present?
No, I'm the primer one.
Yeah,
Former one.
when you're doing, there is no being present.
So how
Because
to
when
be
you're
present?
doing it, you are judging yourself if you're being it or not. When you're being
Okay.
it, there is no judgment of self. You can just be it.
Okay, I get. I'm not supposed to be doing, not supposed to have judgment. So how you be present?
Okay, so let's just do this little exercise, okay? And let's see if this contributes to you. Put your barriers down. Does everyone know putting barriers down? Let's do this exercise. Put your hands up like above your head and just like literally push your barriers down. Push, push, gently, push, gently. Ask them to go down. Barriers down, 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 and into the earth. Allow the barriers, which is just an energetic wall around you that you actually put up, to act because you think you need protection. You think you need to be safe. So you put up these energetic walls around you. Now with your barriers down, can you sense your feet on the ground more than you could before?
Yes.
Yeah, that's being present, my friend. That's you being present.
Okay.
When your body and your being is in communion, you're being present.
Okay, now I get it. Yeah.
When your barriers are
So-
down, there is no judgment. And when there is no judgment, you are present with everything around you. You're looking at it for what it
Wow.
is and not for what you want it to be. So how
That was
present?
such a simplified information. Thank you.
You're welcome. And now how present can you be with money when you can actually look at it for what it is instead of what you'd want it to be?
Thank you very much. Yes.
You're welcome.
This was the most valuable information I ever got. Rather than projecting it how it's supposed to be to what it is. This is exactly what I needed. Yeah. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I'm glad it contributed to you. All right. So I think we are done with the questions for tonight. Thank you everybody for being here, for joining us. And we actually wanted to talk about the advanced how to become money workbook, which is this one. And if you have done the original how to become money workbook, and if you have done the foundation class, then you have the prereqs for this class. And they're going to be 12 calls. We are starting on, when are we starting, Reena?
18th.
18th.
18th?
Starting, yeah.
Yeah.
18th, and it's going to be every Tuesday and
And-
every Thursday.
Yeah, Tuesday and Thursday.
Sorry, Tuesday and Friday. You're right. Friday, yeah. And you can reach out to one of us. You can reach out to Sugandha.
It's 8:30 a.m. in the
Reena.
morning.
No, now I think it's in the evening. We shifted it to the evening. Sorry, 7:30 p.m.
Okay.
Sorry.
10-second increments.
10-second increment. People were like, can we have it in the evening? I was like, ah, okay. So now it's 7:30 evening, Tuesday and Friday. And before we sign off, I want to just see this question that Kriti says, why does it feel heavy while spending money at times? What is feelings? Kruti, are you here? Because if you're not, I wouldn't know who to facilitate. Ah, she says yes. Okay. So Kruti, what are feelings? Sorry, cannot talk. I can only feel, I cannot talk. Kruti, sorry, but I can only feel, I cannot talk. Every feeling is a lie, sweetheart. Every feeling is an invention. Feelings are energies. Okay, feelings come from the past. All right, they come from the past. You can't feel something that's in the now. Your body feels, the being senses. So when you say, I feel, it feels heavy, you're forcing your being to feel. And in that moment, you're invalidating your being. So how often do you force yourself to feel heavy when you're spending so you can judge yourself for how wrong you are? I mean, how many of you have been told, don't spend money, just keep it? Everything that brought up, would you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, line shots, boys, forwards and beyonds. Okay. That hit. I'm glad. It was meant to. So be in that question and ask yourself, and yeah, just be in the question of, where have I judged myself for being wrong when I spend money? What if you could spend money to create more money? Kruti says, everywhere I brought that from my family. Oh yeah, everywhere you bought that from your family, friends, significant others, college, school, religion, or whatever, ethnicity, culture. Will you all now please revoke, recant, reclaim, rescind, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncreate at all times for God's willing? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, line shorts, boys, provides, and beyonds. I'd like you all to play with this. If money wasn't the if money wasn't the reason and justification for my choices, what would I choose? And everything that doesn't allow me to choose that and to be that has me receive the money, destroy and uncreate that. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, line shots, boys, forwards, and beyonds. If you're going to create anything for the money, you're going to destroy it. If you're going to create it for the future, if you're going to create it for the fun, if you're going to create it as a contribution, money will just follow. So it's interesting, you know, we talk about that when we talk about doing this advanced how to become money workbook, and the entire thing about how to become money workbook for me is really about being more of me.
Can I say something here?
Yes, please go for it, darling.
So if you do the advanced money workbook, keep your minds aside.
Yeah.
You cannot be logical. You cannot think about the money you're investing in this, because you're going to be receiving more than you're asking for. So this book is all magic. There's no logic. Yeah. And it's all about being you.
Yes, it truly is. And thank you for that, Reena. And thank you, everyone. Thank you, all of you, for being here and for taking out your time. And how does it get any better? And what else is truly possible, friends? See you all soon. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do we need to have the how to become money workbook to do the class?
Yes, for sure. Because we have a lot of questions, and more than the questions, the entire, you do have to read it. So it's, yes, you do have to get the book, love. And you can buy the book from Amazon, the How to Become Money Workbook. You can get it on Kindle, or you can get the hard copy from Amazon.
The advanced one. I have the How to Become Money Workbook. I don't
The
have the
advanced one. This is the one.
All right. I got
Okay,
it.
I will send the
Oh.
link in the group.
Thank you. Thank you so
All
much.
right, bye guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome.